Senior management is frustrated, convinced that they're compensating unproductive and disengaged employees at an excessive rate. They argue that the wages offered are competitive for the region, yet production levels have fallen short of expectations. Turnover rates at the company are notably higher than those of peers in the industry, and some workers have voiced concerns over the absence of overtime compensation. Upon being hired, manufacturing employees agree to a contract stipulating that they will not be eligible for overtime pay when employees exceed 40 hours a week in a work week. It says hired skilled laborers and competitive pay. Attracting skilled laborers through competitive compensation is essential. So the issue of the labor shortage in the manufacturing sector is longstanding, affecting both large and small manufacturing businesses for manufacturers aiming to enhance automation within their operations. The challenge of sourcing skilled labor is particularly hard, while increased automation may lead to reduced workforce required. It simultaneously raises the skill demand for specific roles, resulting in the emergence of new job requirements. The solution lies clearly outlining the qualifications necessary for each position, detailing the roles and their purposes, responsibilities, and required skills, while also adjusting hourly wages to align with the criteria and market demands. The Fair Labor Standards Act sets forth essential guidelines regarding minimum wage, overtime, and record keeping that apply both to full-time and part-time workers across private and government sectors. To enhance workforce quality, it is advisable to establish a base hourly wage that exceeds the minimum wage for entry-level employees while also defining a competitive base salary for experienced, qualified individuals by categorizing workers into the general labor and skilled labor classifications and structuring compensation wages according to those classifications, we can allocate hourly wages more effectively. This approach will ensure that pay scales are aligned with the specific skills and experience levels of our employees. Our president is open to increasing wages contingent upon improved productivity from the workforce to justify such wages. With this objective in mind, the proposal is to implement a performance measurement program that will guide salary increases within the legal framework, and after establishing the base hourly wage and overtime rates, it is suggested that each employee undergo an annual performance evaluation as part of an accountability program. This program will assess employee performance based on objectives established by both the supervisor and the employee. This approach will help determine whether an employee's performance is below expectations or if they meet expectations or exceeds them and has a clear potential for salary adjustments. The company does not provide overtime pay, which has led to complaints from employees upon hiring. Manufacturing employees sign a contract stating they will not receive overtime compensation. When employees exceed 40 hours a week, they are instructed to log those extra hours in a different work week. This practice must be revised, and it violates legal requirements. It is essential to amend the contract and clearly state in the employee handbook that the company will offer overtime pay according to the Fair Labor Standards Act. Non-exempt workers must be paid overtime at a rate no less than one half times from the regular pay worked beyond 40 hours a week. Establishing this policy in writing ensures compliance with law and promotes transparency within the organization. Because one of our critical problems is the most pressing issue at hand is the failure to pay overtime, which is in violation of Fair Labor Standards Act. By committing to paying overtime in accordance with legal requirements, we can effectively address this critical challenge concerning wage and hour laws. This change will not only ensure compliance with the law, but also foster a fair work environment for employees. In conclusion, here at Doohickeys, while there are numerous opportunities for improvement across various areas, one significant concern that could lead to hefty fines and serious reputational loss is our failure to compensate employees in accordance with legal standards. It is imperative that we address this critical issue promptly. By documenting the solutions we implement, we can clearly demonstrate the company's commitment to comply with law and ensure that we uphold the fair labor practices. Taking these steps will not only protect the company from potential legal issues, but also reinforce our dedication to our employees and their rights. Thank you.